So, welcome to Kamen Rider Battride War Creation. I've not actually played this one yet, despite the fact I've had it for almost a year at this point. And yes, don't worry, if you need explanations of who all these weird characters are, I will tell you, if you're one of our normal viewers, and not somebody who just really digs Kamen Rider, like myself. So there's that. Why is my phone buzzing? Probably because people are texting me and going nuts. Boop doop doop. Was ist das? My mom sent me a message that said, Black Friday at PetSmart is a bunch of little puppies trying to get into the store. It's very cute. Anyway, here we are. It's Kamen Rider Battride War Creation, which is going to be weird and full of, you know, Japanese karate fighting bugmen, hence the name of this stream. Yeah, this will be fun. This should be fun anyway. I don't know why there's so many riot troopers everywhere, but there they are. Also, I don't know why I'm just watching the opening cinematic. Probably because it's fun. It does look pretty awesome. I'm not going to deny that.
Let's go!
Yes.
It's the one with the spike on his forehead.
It's supposed to be like a combination of a stag beetle horn and a... Why is Shadow Moon on fire? And like the little ghost soul Buddhist thing. And oh, my stream health is way down. Das ist not gut. What else is using internet right now? Like, well, just having Chrome open wouldn't have done that. You're fine. Okay. Gonna assume this is options. I'm really waiting. Hi, Dr. Bello. I haven't seen you in forever. I am really waiting for Climax Fighters, because Climax Fighters is gonna have something that no other version of the Kamen Rider games has had so far. English. Which I am. It's not gonna be in English. It's gonna be subtitled. I'm gonna play easy because I can't read shit. I'm going to try for the best. That's what we're here for. Somebody saying something. I'm used to watching these subtitled, so what to do?
You know Japanese. Please tell us what it is they are saying.
Yeah.
We'd appreciate it.
You know what, Velo? I'm gonna be honest. Part of me sympathizes because I remember high school being tiring. But I also remember that was a frame of reference situation. So yes, this may very well be the worst thing you've ever been through. It's all downhill from here, man. Oh. Okay, so I go up. Kurokage's. Oh, can I only use his different forms for, like, combos? I never understood, like, downhill makes it seem like you're getting lower, which makes it sound bad. But uphill makes it sound like you're getting higher? Or maybe it's the other way, because going uphill is hard, going downhill is easy. I don't know. What is it you are telling me there, Oh, hey, Deno. What is that one's name? The little ghost. I'm totally blanking on the little ghost's name from Ghost.
I don't know either. We watched it. I did.
I know. It's gonna, like, come to me at, like, 3 in the morning. Yeah, I'll throw it in the Discord when I remember. Okay, let me see here. There's the old man. There's Akari. There's Kakaru, Kodo. What is the little dude's name? Ah. I want to. It's something like Togamaru, but that's not correct. That's gonna bother me. You know, that's good. Those do sound like improvements over where you were a couple of weeks ago, Velo. Or months, rather. Oh, that's jump. Okay. Wait, does that mean... Oh, yeah, that's how I Rider kick. Okay. Hey, Deno. Wait, do I have to fight Deno? Or is he... No, he's my buddy. Okay. Okay. I'm fine with Deno being my buddy. I do not want to fight... Oh, crap. I will say, I miss how Ghost controlled in the last game of this I played, which was Battride War 3. Hey, Seaberry! You are now witnessing me being bad at a game of one of my all-time favorite franchises, Kamen Rider. Which is... the best analog I can give people for it is Japanese cyborg Batman, but every season they change, so it's also Doctor Who. I cannot read Japanese, so I normally watch this subtitled, and I am very lost. So, like, I recognize the attacks and the characters, except for the little ghost who I'm blanking on. Yes, but I can't read Japanese. So...
We're kind of screwed there.
Okay. Here's what I want you to do, Mikkel. Is your computer still on? Yes. Okay, open up Chrome. Okay, we're gonna cheat here a little bit.
Look him up.
Look up kamenrider.wikia.com. What? I gotta ride a motorcycle? Well, yeah, he's Kamen Rider. That makes sense. Wait. Oh, shit. I accidentally turned on boost mode. I wasted my boost. Dang it. R2 plus square. No? Okay, so let me know when you get the Kamen Rider wiki up. Okay, you went to Ghost. Good. Okay, look at the supporting characters that don't have Kamen Rider names next to them. Oh, thank you, Deno. I missed one. Basically, this is Dynasty Warriors, but with Kamen Riders. So, I do dig it for that. I feel bad killing the Kurakages, because I know those are like just dudes who were doing their job. They have wives and families. The Riot Troopers are also just people like that.
Okay, characters.
Yes.
TV show. Kamen Rider Ghost.
Yes.
Kamen Rider Spectre.
No.
Kamen Rider Unicorn.
No. Ignore all the ones that are Kamen Riders, because I know the Ghost is not one. There we go. No. We want Ganma allies. Nope. Maybe it's not Ganma allies.
Well,
Okay.
there's more.
Okay.
Yurusen?
Yurusen! That's him! Okay, I feel better. We figured out the ghost's name. It's Yurusen. Does that look right? Alright. The best part is you find out that all Ganma have a human body, except for Yurusen. Yurusen's a cat. But of course, when Yurusen is not in his Ganma body, he can't talk. Because he is a cat. And I like that, like, all the human Ganma turn into, like, either, like, monsters or superhumans, and cats just turn into little orange ghost puppets. It's a stupid part of world building, but I like it. I think I'm about to hit a boss fight. Oh, yeah. That would be a boss fight. I should have done this closer. So Suika armored Kurakage would definitely be a boss this early in the game. That makes sense to me. So, explanation for that. The writers from Gaim had different armors they could use that were based off of fruits and seeds. Kurakage's basic armor is pine cones. Suika armor is a watermelon. It is the strongest armor. Except for, like, the special ones that were made by Satan, because it's a weird show. Satan's also a DJ on MTV. I am 100% serious. That is what happens in Kamen Rider Gaim. And actually, he's technically not Satan, he's technically the serpent from the Garden of Eden. But yeah, so this game is Kamen Rider Battride War Creation, the 4th Battride War game. Wait, yeah, because Drive didn't get one. Poor Drive. Drive got the mobile game, Storm Heroes, instead. So this is technically Ghost's game, but because of the way Bandai Namco does everything with Kamen Rider, if you have one writer, you're going to get all of them. Depending on your interpretation of the Bible, the serpent might be Satan, or the serpent might be some servant of Satan. But he is an evil creature nonetheless. But, in Kamen Rider Gaim, he is also a DJ on Japanese MTV, and is also responsible for the writers getting their belts and creating basically a Sengoku Jedi in the middle of the city of Zawame, which is controlled by the Yggdrasil Corporation. So he is also the Midgard Serpent, as well as being the Eden Serpent. Because it's that kind of show where Satan is a DJ and shows up and gives kids belts that grant their wishes but turn them into monsters, and it was written by the guy who made Madoka. So there you go. Yeah. Drive didn't get an act... Oh, that's Momotaro's. That's what Deno looks like. He is not one of the Gaim writers. He is a time-traveling genie with a train. Just roll with it. It's superheroes. That's Ghost, aka Tenkuchi Takeru, who was killed on his 18th birthday and given 99 days to come back to life. Then he wasted them. Then he got another 99 days because his dad basically dissolved his soul. Then they found out the old man was lying, and he didn't lose 99 days, and his dad died for nothing. Deno's base form, well, plat form is what it's actually called. That one is Kintaros, I want to say. He turns Deno into Axe. He's Axe Deno. That one is Rod Deno. Momo is Sword Deno. That's Ryutaros. He's the dragon who is Gun Deno. And technically, the guy inside of that is Ryutaros, who is a human, who is also a coward at the beginning of his series and then becomes not a coward. And the different demons possess him, or genies possess him to give him the courage to fight.
Oh, is Deno the guy that, like, starts off, like, in the gym, like, half naked?
No, that's Oz.
Oh. We won't see him in this game, will we?
We will.
Oh.
This has everyone from Ghost back. So we're not going to see X8 or Build there in the next game.
Okay.
Drive was in this game, but this game's after Drive, so that makes sense. Drive is the only Kamen Rider who doesn't... Well, he's not the only one without a bike, because Shin doesn't have a bike either. Shin is not wearing a mask, nor does he ride anything. Shin is a disappointment of a Kamen Rider. But Drive is kind of fun. Oh, I hit X instead of circle because I'm an American, and for us, X is accept, but this is a Japanese game, so circle is accept, and X is back. And I always have to remind myself, because I have a couple other import games, and I always get them backwards. So those are Drive's bad guys, the Roid Mutes, short for mutant androids. There's 108 of them, except when there's not. The numbers indicate their name. Drive didn't have a motorcycle, he had a kick-ass car called Trideron, which I would love to have a replica of one day. Drive is a cop. Most Kamen Riders work outside the law. Drive is the law. He's basically the Flash, but car-themed instead of lightning-themed. I would love to cosplay him one day. Like 100%. I mean, Deno's fun with his time-traveling train and all, but... I mean, what's cooler than superpowers based on tires that fly into your chest? Many things, honestly. Come on, show the tire. There it is. Great. Oh, and the belt is alive because it has the brain of the scientist who built it inside of it. Because he was murdered, and the only body he had ready to download into was the belt. And yes, the little cars are both his power-up items and also his friends, because they're alive. And there are a couple episodes that are basically soap operas starring Hot Wheels, and they're the best. Including Dream Vegas, the Rolls-Royce, lamenting the fact that his good friend Dimension Cab, the taxi cab, was injured. And you just see Dream Vegas waiting in the rain, and Shinosuke, Drive, brings a little tiny, oh yeah, his gun is a car door, brings a little umbrella to protect him from the rain. Or the fact that Massive Monster and Justice Hunter, the monster truck and the police car, respectively, are basically, like, anytime you watch a, what do you call it? A police procedural and you have, like, the, no, I lost my old partner and I don't trust you, that's them in Hot Wheels form. Okay, that's one down. Oh, that's just fun. I'm doing that one again. Sadly, you're always seeing the back of his costume, and the front is the exciting part with Drive. The back's just like the undercarriage of a car. Stupid spideroid mutes! Stop it! Stop it right now. Catching me in webs, like you're Spider-Man or something. I was hoping that was a speed up button, because, again, super speed powers. You would hope that would have been... Oh, is that hit? Oh! Oh, that answers a lot. So, this tire is Max Flare, the fire tire. Did I just... Oh my god, I can summon Trideron. If I can figure out how to drive, though, that would be great. Oh, okay. It's literally a gas pedal. That didn't work out as I had hoped. Ah, here we go. Midnight Shadow, the ninja car. Oh shit, did I just go into formula mode? Aw, yeah. Oh, so Michaela and I just watched the first two episodes of The Good Place. What are your thoughts on it so far, Michaela?
It's interesting. That is what I'm going to say about it.
Okay. That's always the best, the Rider kick. Can you really not do anything in the car or on the motorcycle? That's dumb. The car, the Trideron, it has guns and claws that come out of the hood. Why am I not beating up monsters with this? Yeah, you know, that's basically all Let's Plays, is their podcasts with anime yelling. Oh shit! That is a lot of Battride moves. And a lot of Spideroid moves. There's all of them. They're all here. Fantastic. Ooh, funky spike. Dimension Cab! Please tell me Dimension Cab lets me do cool things with teleport. Yes, thank you! Haha! Okay, so Dimension Cab has the weirdest power. The tire splits in half. The top part of his body flies off, starts punching people. The bottom half just kind of stands there.
Bye-bye.
I don't know what gate is. I know Girls in Panzer. That's the tank girls, right? Yeah, those are the shift cards. Those are fun. D rank. Of course I got D rank. I don't know what I'm doing. My knowledge of this at the moment is run up, punch things in the face. Panzer's tank girls, right. So we have Ghost. Can I only play as Ghost? So I see the other writers on there. I see the original and V3 and Gaiman, Drive, and Wizard. I'm pretty sure if you let me scroll... Here we go, so... Yeah, no, it won't let me pick anyone else. Come on, that's unfair. It's... I have no tag member. I would like a tag member. I don't get a tag member this game. Also, really waiting for Climax Heroes, because then I get to read it in English. Okay, so... Crap. Bunch of roid mutes. So Ghost's whole deal is he summons the ghosts of historical figures as parkas that give him their power. So like, that one's Isaac Newton with the power of gravity. Thomas Edison with the power of electricity. I wish they'd gone with Tesla, because Tesla would have made so much more sense, but Tesla didn't kill an elephant, so you know. If you want a guy who knows how to kill with electricity, you go with Edison. Friend? I want a friend. Come here, friend. No, I'm gonna go help my friend. It's Dwive. Yes. And Drive and Ghost have teamed up in the movies, at least. In fact, there was the Ghost Drive movie, because they are adjacent series. Anytime you have an adjacent series, you're typically going to have a crossover movie, which is always a lot of fun. That's Ben K, the monk who got 100 weapons to help the village. Why are they all 29? It's a long summary, then it's not a summary, it's just a story. Oh geez, that's not what I wanted at all. Audio Metamum, summoning a giant ghostly eyeball. a move that is built into all the toys, but used once in the show. Yeah, 42's in there, at least. Oh, is it that each, like... Did they only program one number into each Roid mood? That's dumb. Like, I would kind of hope there'd be a random number generator that just would ignore the named Roid moods, like Heart and Brain and Medic. Again, that's me. There's time... If a game is doing something that breaks its own lore, it bothers me. Like, I want a reason why these are all Roid Mood 29. Is it just that's the one they remembered it was Cobra? Or what? By the way, in Kamen Rider, you're gonna notice there's a lot of villains who are Spider, Cobra, or Bat-themed. That's because the first 3 villains the original ever fought were the Spider, the Cobra, and the Bat. Or technically Spider-Man, Cobra-Man, Batman, but, yeah, for American versions, you can't really get away with calling them Batman or Spider-Man for, what I hope would be obvious reasons. That's the other thing, is I have a shit ton of Kamen Rider toys. I'm not gonna be one of those guys who's like, no, they're collectibles. No, they're toys. They are meant for children, and I bought them, so some child can't have them now. They're mine. It's a dark way to look at it, but now I will admit there is another Robert out there who does Kamen Rider toy reviews. Actually, Robert Wong, also known as Zeron Zephyr, and like I shouldn't be like mad at him, and I'm not. Honestly, I'm not. And I love it when he does knockoff toy reviews. His toy reviews are fine. What gets to me is that he's the kind of guy who buys multiple copies of all the belts. So, like, all of the writers from, like, basically double onward had items that you would stick into their belts, and it gave them the ability to change forms, right? Kind of like Ghost changing parkas or Drive changing cars. This guy... he starts out and buys multiple belts so that he can have every form's belt displayed. So, whereas, like, yes, I will go buy one O's driver, and I will buy all the toys that go into it, and I will change them on my displays. So, like, oh, well, right now I have it set up as... For Kamen Rider O's, for example, I have it set up as the bird combo. And then I'll get bored and I'll change it to the dinosaur combo. Because O's was animal themed, if you're not getting that so far. Or I'll go, you know, I want to do a funny combo with like a gorilla and a T-Rex. Which, actually, I just realized that one doesn't work, because gorilla and T-Rex are the same. No, T-Rex's legs, that works. You could do gorilla and T-Rex. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't exactly fit in the lore, but it'd be fun. Anyway, so I'm fine having one belt per writer that has a unique belt. And if they share a belt, I'm sorry, your belt is getting represented together. So like Baron and Gaim have to share. But I do want to go get Zangetsu Shin's belt, because his is a different toy entirely. They don't even look the same. But this guy, Zeron Zephyr, owns like 20 O's belts, just so he can show all of the different combos at once. Which, like, I can respect, but I can't help but feel that doing that brings up... is your bad nickname Bobbert? The one every Robert has been called by every bully ever? Anyway, this guy has... Oh, Gotcha Cons! I got Mach! And 2 different drives. I got Drive Wild and Drive Technique, because the red one is Drive Speed. Anyway. You have, is it Roboito? Because I get that one a lot, too. Because Dr. Velo in the chat is saying he wants to call Robert Wong... a name. The lower belt of a male? Are you thinking Dick? Because Dick is a name for Richard, not Robert. Ooh, do I get to play as Kuga? Ah, great. So anyway, so this guy has, like, literally 13 O's drivers, and we'll just show them off. Now, the opposite end of that spectrum, when it comes to Toku bloggers, is Rocktenza, who I will tease sometimes, but I respect the guy. He knows what he's about. And he's not mean about it. He does things to be silly. You meant Dick, didn't you, Velo? You were gonna call him a name that's meant for Richards. But yeah, so, like, you have Zuren Zephyr and you have Rocktenza. And you'll notice, if you follow me on Tumblr, I reblog Rocktenza a lot. And Rocktenza and I do walk in similar circles. At least online. The guy lives in the Philippines. I've never met him in person. I would love to. And so would Red, because Red thinks he is freaking attractive. But yeah. So, like, Rocktenza... he's like me, he has like 1, maybe 2 if there's a good reason for 2 of each belt and changer that he can get. Okay, I see the R1 buttons coming up like it did for Drive, but I'm not changing forms. So I don't know what's going on there. I get to drive around. Ah, Fat Grongy, stop it. This fight is a lot harder than I thought it would be. Okay, so since he is in Shining or Rising form, or Ultimate, that leads me to believe that this is the first Kuga, not the second Kuga. It's okay, technically the third Kuga, because there was one ancestrally, but there was dimensional travel, and there are 2 Kugas running around the world. And one's final form is black, and the other one's final form is gold. There we go! Titan mode, that's what I want. Give me my sword. So Kuga has a cool thing where he can grab items and they turn into his weapons. So, like, he can grab a stick and it turns into the rod he uses in his purple form. It's right here. Or, if he is in his purple form, Mighty, he will get... a sword or from a stick. If he's in or from a metal rod. If he's in his blue, green form, he can pick up a gun and it turns into his crossbow. It's really cool. Yeah, you can come to our streams more often, Bello, and be sarcastic with us. Ooh, what'd I get in GachaCon? Oh, I got a C rank Kuga. All right, I'll go for it. That's cool. Okay, so I'm slowly figuring out these controls a bit better. Is this gallery? I hope this is gallery. No, this is redo your missions. Come on, I want to see my writers. Okay, so we got Kuga. Oh, went too fast. Drive type wild. Who looks... Oh, okay, so yeah, there we go. Kuga. Drive type technique. Yes, the tire is in his body cavity. The toy is ridiculous. Mach, who's based on Evel Knievel, and is super flamboyant and not just super fun. I like him as a character. Hey, go for it. Do you, Velo. And anyone else in the chat, who else is here? I'm seeing a whole bunch of messages from one guy. Not a problem with that. But, I don't know what messages we get from other people. Okay, so there's Batgarangi. Sorry. The stream cut out for a second. Not 100% sure why. Yes, the Garangi mostly have pierced nipples. Don't question it. Ah, damn it, Mom. You have one job. Are those invests? Are these worms? I can't quite tell. They look like invests. The invests are an invading, invasive alien plant species that turn people into plant zombies. Basically a way to make a kid-friendly zombie plague. See what I mean by a bit more flamboyant than the other writers? Wait, he only has Turn and Mach? Those are not the two bikes. If I had to pick a second bike, I would have picked Danger. Because, I mean, Danger's the cool one. Agashakan. Agashapan. This is fun. Being able to ride around on Machine Mocker. Ah, there we go. That's what I was aiming for. Well, hopefully I'm not on offline anymore, because I should have reconnected. Oh man, there's a ramp. There's a ramp. I'm doing this. Right mutes and invests, and I assume those are blue worms, but I have not seen Kabuto, so I would not be 100% sure. So I don't quite know what those blue guys are, actually. They look cool. Like, I think, yeah, I've seen some Phis, and I've seen some of Kabuto, and those are really the only pre-decade series I've watched any of.
It's time for super action.
Ugh. Ooh, cool, you get to go dead heat. Oh, can you not ride your motorcycle while you're boosted? That's dumb. Oh, I'm going around the wrong way. Also running into walls. That's a terrible mistake. Don't run into walls, kids. Quick way to die. It won't let me through because of that weird blue fiery stuff. I think it's fire. How could I not go through the... There are times when I look at the games I play and I think to myself, this is my fault. 100% my fault. I mean, if you want to watch somebody else, I understand, Alexa. We won't hurt our feelings. I am going to be only playing this game for a little bit longer, and then I'm going to take like a little 10-minute break, switch consoles. Get him while he's down, get him while he's down. That's why it wasn't working. There are boxes up here. Boxes with power-ups. Power-ups I want. Yeah, I appreciate that you're staying for live. I do appreciate that. Asshole! Jeez. There we go, time for dead heat. Ultimate. There we go. So this is, for those just joining us, it's Kamen Rider Battride War Creation, the fourth Kamen Rider Battride War game. Because one of my favorite shows to watch is Kamen Rider, also known as Masked Rider, which is basically it's the show that was the first TV show made by Shotaro Ishinomori, and every year it keeps getting. Basically, they make an extension with a new hero every year. So this one came out 2 years ago. Yeah, when Ghost was out. When Ghost was our main character, who was a young man who had died in the first episode, and had to go around collecting the 15 ghosts of famous people to come back to life. Which is a very weird premise to begin with. So, do I not... Oh, there's a second path. So you can play as double, or decade, or that looks like G3. Maybe it's Agito. I can't tell from here. But yeah, like each one... it's Agito. Each one has its own hero and its own bad guys, but they're all kind of connected, and they'll interact with each other like once or twice a year. It's kind of fun. The train in the background is Denno's train, the Denliner, which can travel through time, because why not? So, there you go. Agito's whole deal is that he is basically an angel, but in the biblical sense, showing up to protect people from what may or may not have been the same species as the people who were the heroes from the season before it. I mean, basically. Okay, so that's the cat. Oh, what are they called? I think they're called the old folk. Or not the old folks, the old heroes? That's G3. He's a police Kamen Rider. Like Drive, but not. In that he is 100% technology. And that's Agito, who is basically a biblical angel. And when I say a biblical angel, I mean would have to lead with Be Not Afraid. Let's go spear. I've been liking the spear. Okay. Apparently Miko's on the phone with somebody who I have a feeling needs to talk to me. Okay. Hello, Linda. I don't know if you can hear me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Linda.
No, I wouldn't be able to hear you at all. Sorry. Linda's Michaela's stepmom. 1 second.
Eventually.
Forgot to turn the microphone back on. So sorry about that. What was going to be a 10-minute call ended up turning into an hour-long call. But it's okay. So we're about to play as Decade. Decade's bright pink, which is weird. His whole deal is he can turn into the 9 riders before him. But he had to do it because the world was dissolving, and he is called the Destroyer of Worlds because whenever he shows up, that world typically gets destroyed. It's not his fault. He didn't ask to destroy worlds. Worlds just destroyed him. No, that's not how that works. And that's Kiva. He's the king of the vampires. Because reasons. Worlds are colliding into each other. Decade's, like, thematic appearance is barcodes, which is kind of weird. Oh yeah, the Rider War was kind of the big thing of his season. That he was going to defeat all of the other Riders to protect the multiverse. But it ended up turning into he had to team up with them because he was being led astray by his past self, because amnesia's a thing.
俺が世界の破壊者だ。通りすがりの仮面ライダーだ。覚えておけ。
Now I'm Fies. Except, not with Fies' belt. Whenever he changes, he still has his own belt. Now we're Kabuto. Kabuto's whole thing was also super speed. And these are Kabuto's enemies, the worms, so I thought it was more appropriate to be Kabuto.
相手にならないぜ。
These are Fies' enemies, so
ひねり潰してやる。
made more sense to be
終わりにしてやるぜ。
Fies here. Can he only be Decade and Beaky and Fies? It's kind of dumb. His whole deal is that he can turn into 10 different writers. So why wouldn't they let him turn into, you know, the other missing 7? Because he counts as one of his own, so it's 10 different writers. They're including him in that count.
なぜだ。俺は戦い方を知っている。
That'd be Saiga, who is a evil writer. Or no, that's a riot trooper on a motorcycle.
終わりにしてやるぜ。
Ah, Beaky. Beaky and Decade are the source of the... Oh, and here's Hibiki's enemies. I think. These just weird lion dudes. Hibiki's kind of fun. He is a musical Oni who uses pure sound to defeat evil demons. And he can also breathe fire, which is pretty cool, honestly. Oh yeah, you still get Decade Spike no matter what you do.
なるほど。大体わかった。雑魚ばかりだ。さて、片付けるか。雑魚ばかりだ。
A lot of times with Decade where I wonder why he doesn't just use Kabuto more. Because it's like... I guess there was the kind of the element of his cards ran out of power after a while. But still, it's like, dude, he's your strongest form. Because he's quite arguably one of the strongest riders, if not the, at that time. Besides, like, I guess Kuga's final form is technically stronger. And I guess, what do you call it? Blade, at the end of his series, is technically stronger. But still. Then we have double. We're going to do doubles level, and then I'm going to switch to the next game in our lineup today. Decade is 2 detectives in 1. Which is kind of fun to say. And he uses the power of USB drives. Yeah. It all makes sense in context. Yeah, there they are. Gaia memories. USB drives filled with the planet's memories. He's half and half. Half, warrior, or wild card, which is the Joker half, and half, wind? And the joke that came up was, is he a black rider or a green rider? You go by the traditional colors. Technically, he's a lot of different colors. So it seems that what you're really controlling is the combat style half, and the elemental halves change with combos. Because I'm currently Luna Metal, which is light element with metal fighting style. Yeah, I do like that his body splits in half for his combos. That's Taboo, one of the big villains from Double Season. She's a drug dealer. She gives people superpower drugs.
どんな悪だろうとこの町を泣かすやつは許さねえ。行くぜ。ダブルエクストリーム。
じゃ何も感じない。
ビッグなファイアリュージョン。俺たちの力見せてあげるよ。驚異的だよ。これで事件解決だな。
No,
相棒。
that's where the Gachacon box is. Ah. Oh well. Well, that's going to be it for Kamen Rider Battride War creation. At least for now. So, we'll see you all in a bit with our next game. Our super secret game that we promised would be super secret. See y'all later.
It's just told everybody.
Oh well. They'll be back for the super secret stream.